What kind of advice can you offer those passionate about breaking into the video game industry, whether it be marketing or any other area in the video game industry?
I encourage everyone to follow it if that's what they want to do, because it is a really exciting industry. That being said, it's very similar to Hollywood, where it's very tough. There's a lot of work because there are so many people that want to be in the industry. So please don't expect to get a job and think you'll be sitting down playing video games. It's ironic that since I began working for Innex, my video game playing has dropped dramatically because I just don't have the time anymore, because there's so much work to be done. I would advise you to be careful because there are a lot of so-called technical schools that promise to offer things that they really can't deliver, that are just out there to take your money and promise a video game career, and they don't deliver. So if you do want to go to a technical school or a specialty school, do your research. Find out who are the professors. Are they alumni from EA or Active or whomever? Do that work. And finally, just get in the door, even if you're an intern, even if you're making cups of coffee. I'll compare it to sieging a castle. It's very tough to get into the castle. You've got people shooting arrows down, they're dropping hot oil, and no one wants to let you in the industry because it is exclusive. But once you get in, once you get over that wall, even if you're schlepping coffee, you're still inside, and you'll find it very easy to move around from one department to another, and you'll learn a lot, and you'll realize, wow, I never thought about game design, but I really like it, or I never thought about 3D application, but I love it. I never thought about marketing for accessories, but I really love it. So get in any way you can, and be prepared to work, because if you don't, someone like you is waiting just behind to take their job too. So I wish everyone the best of luck, and hope you follow through.
Thank you very much. That is some very valuable information, and very exciting too. It's very encouraging that you can get in. Like you said, don't give up by getting your foot in, working hard, and especially if you're a passionate gamer, it just goes hand in hand. I mean, very rarely do you hear anybody say, "Oh, I hate my job." In the gaming industry, you hear, "Oh, I'm a hardcore gamer," and a lot of them, like you say, I started as an intern and branched off into these other departments. So once you're in, the possibilities are endless. If you're willing to work hard for it.
Absolutely.
So that's very exciting. Well, I'll go ahead and finish it off with our last question. You're definitely a big gamer, I can tell. So, what next gen game have you found yourself playing recently?
My favorite next-gen game has been actually the Wii Sports and the Wii Sports Resort. I got the Wii the day it was launched, because I got to try the system at E3 before it was released, and I was blown away by it. I had never experienced a game like that. And I like the fact that you could play it for 2 minutes or 2 hours, and you don't have to worry about saving your progress or anything like that. I continually enjoy it. I think it's fantastic. I love how they constructed the remote. I love the feedback. I love the motion sensitivity. And I know Sony's got its Move coming out, and we've got the Xbox Connect coming out, and I'm excited for those too. But I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Nintendo, because it's just the fun factor is there. So I'm really excited to see how they respond and develop their motion system, because it is so great. That being said, I gotta say that when Fallout was released, and being sort of this immersive world, almost like a role-playing shooter, it blew me away as well. And that is the opposite of Wii. You're talking about, your fully immersive world, tons of storylines and save points and everything else. And it just, I love being immersed in that world, and it's just incredible to me.
Absolutely. And, with Nintendo, there's just so many huge franchises. Metroid Other M coming, the Motion Plus support of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, that really, it's going to be a big battle this year, but Nintendo, I think, is still going to be very solid in the market. against Move and Connect just because of their fan base and being established and the huge titles that they got coming. So it's really exciting, and I'm definitely rooting for all three because I got to try Connect and Move, and I'm very excited for their technology, and I definitely wish all three the best with their technologies because they all have something to offer to everyone.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting to see what happens. When it was Nintendo and Sony and Sega, everyone said there can't be three consoles. It's too much, and they were right. Then Sega folded. It'll be very interesting to see if three consoles are viable now. I think so. I think that the turnover rate is now much longer. The PS4 and the 720 aren't going to be released for probably 3 or 4 more years, and the Wii still has a stranglehold, and the Wii HD isn't. That doesn't look like it'll be coming out till 2012 because the sales are still so phenomenal. So I think the more the merrier. The more competition you have, the more the technology evolves, and it all comes down to us. The better game experience you get.
I agree. I agree 100%. It's a new kind of gaming culture, and it's just as big now as ever. So, like you were saying, there's definitely room for three, and I agree, especially now. So that's fantastic. I mean, I could go on all day talking video games with you, sir, but I'll go ahead and let you get back to your schedule there. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. I wish you the best with Innex and all your future endeavors. And who knows, maybe we might get a bazooka peripheral for Call of Duty or something.
I like that. I'm going to get right on that. That's a fantastic idea.
That would be totally awesome. Right on, sir. Well, thank you again for your time. I'm sure we'll be meeting up again soon at one of future conventions, and we'll definitely stay in touch. And for our viewers, stay tuned for this video interview that I'll be posting soon, as well as the written interview between John and myself. And that's going to be posted on the website, www.videogamesaga.com. Also, be sure to hit up Innex's website at www.innexinc.com. And it's been a real pleasure.
Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate this opportunity, and any chance to talk games is something I got to explore.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Well done.